Hey guys, Artistic or Autistic here with another little peeve to discuss. This actually has nothing to do with gaming, and it's more of a personal bone to pick with the world in general. One I suspect many in my position will share. Now, given I'm not an incredibly wealthy internet sensation yet, and I'm keeping optimistic about that, I have to actually work to keep the rent paid and to fend off the cold fingers of hunger. The job's drive-thru, which admittedly ranks among the least prestigious positions imaginable. But like I said, rent paid, food bought, etc., etc. I'll even admit the job really isn't that bad, except for during the summer where it seems that everyone in town has developed a sudden phobia for cooking. In other words, except for right now. But there are a few things that irk me to no end, no matter what time of year it is, and one of those things are, of course, problem customers. Now, problem customers make a small percentage of the total population. Chances are you aren't one. Or maybe you were one once because of stress and since regret it. Or maybe you just do it because you think it's hilarious, in which case, please go die in a pit. Whatever it is, either consider this a little reminder to keep things in mind next time you want to snap at someone, or if you work in the service industry, just something to nod your head about and rant to your coworkers. Okay, first of all, you have to remember that just because the person you're speaking to or yelling at wears uniform, it doesn't mean that they're the owner and operator of the store. I mean, obvious, right? Well, apparently not, because there have been many a time where a customer, upon hearing that we can't accept, say, an expired coupon, or that we can accept a coupon, but that you have to buy this, or sign up for that, or fulfill some kind of flaming hoop jumping, will immediately turn their hostility and frustration on the person who's telling them this, even if the person who's told them this only takes out the trash. I mean, what, you think I made the coupon? Do you really think that I'm enforcing this rule because I have some personal need to deny you your free french fry? No, I enforce this rule because, depressingly, my continued financial stability is more important than satisfying your every whim. Look, last resort, I will try to fetch a manager to talk to the customer about it, even though you have to keep in mind that managers, especially the lower level ones, are no more equipped to give you what you want than I am. And some customers will just say, no, I want this and I want that, and I don't want to talk to anybody else about it. Well, I like to say, with all sincerity, screw you, since I'm not allowed to say it at work. Second, our drive-thru place has a two-lane system, which is to say that there are two lanes to make your order, and then they merge into one lane by the time you reach the payment window. Don't even get me started on that. Look, the point is, I have heard more than a few complaints from a customer because they'll have waited behind another truck in one lane, while 3 or 4 cars pass through the other lane. Now, if nobody is answering your lane and all these other cars are going through, you would have a point. But most of the time, we're careful not to abandon anyone. So many times, the reason you're waiting behind this other truck for so long is because the truck in question is taking their damn time making the order, or just have a really big order. If the truck you're behind wants 4 meals, 3 extra burgers, 5 ice creams, all of them made with modifications like no onions, extra pickles, half ketchup, and the people coming through the other lane just want an ice cream here or a drink there, then sorry, either move to the other lane or put on some music and relax. Third, if it's past midnight and you've come through wanting $30 worth of food, then it's going to take a while. Deal with it. Most stores in smaller towns, that time of night, operate on a skeleton crew. 1 person, 2 tops. Parts of the food, burgers, patties, buns, might have to be grilled or prepared right when you make the order, since at that time of night we can't really keep much stockpiled. So if you're going to demand a pile of food that late at night, then don't complain when you're left waiting for 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, what the hell are you so desperate to get to at 1 in the morning anyway? A nocturnal dentist appointment? Now, the same goes for any cars behind a car with a $30 order. Case in point, my store closes its lobby at midnight. Drive-thru workers staying after that time are not allowed to go outside until the end of the shift, which means we don't have the option of having a car with a big order parked to one side to let a second car collect its ice cream. We have to serve them in the order that they were taken, no matter the circumstances. So if you happen to see 3 or 4 cars waiting at the window to get their food, expect to wait, even if you just want 1 soft drink. Finally, let's say the worst has happened. You've flipped your lid, ranted and raved, only to find out that, oops, you were so completely in the wrong that you could apply for citizenship. Now, the true mark of a problem customer comes at these moments because the otherwise nice ones will apologize, sometimes profusely, about their reaction. An apology that will go a long way to making the poor guy who's had to deal with you for the past few minutes feel a little better. The true jerks, on the other hand, will just leave. One guy came in to counter, yelled because he wants mayo, not chicken sauce, on his sandwich, continues to rant despite the fact that he's being told repeatedly that chicken sauce is mayo, nearly drives the poor young woman he's ranting at to tears, and when it's finally driven through his thick skull, he just leaves. I mean, seriously? You screw up completely, possibly make some poor kid just working part-time to keep herself stocked in spending money want to cry, and when you find out you've been an idiot, you just find the exit? Even if you actually acknowledge that you were in the wrong? I mean, how self-centered and stupid do you have to be? Anyway, sorry about the rant. Work just gets me a little crazy and stabby, so I'll try to avoid these in the future. By all means, though, share your problem customer stories or peeves below, and thanks for listening.